Hey, what is going on, guys? In today's video, I want to talk about what to do when you mess up on your diet, when you mess up on your calories and you just eat too much. It happens to everybody, happens to me. It's happened a couple times to me in the last week or two, where you just overeat. You eat a little too much for whatever reason, and you just feel like you messed up. You feel like you just had too much to eat, and now your diet is just all screwed up. You feel like you're gonna gain weight, and you're just gonna, just ruin, your progress. And so I've got like 4 thoughts for you on what to do when you mess up your calories. So the first thing that I want to share with you guys is number 1, you need to realize you probably didn't eat as much as you think you did. There is about 3,500 calories in a single pound of fat. What that means is that you would have to overeat by 3,500 calories above your maintenance, and maybe even a little bit more, to even see a single pound of fat gained. And the reality is you probably did not eat that much. Now, if you did, you'll probably burn that off. You can burn that off really, really quickly. It's really not that big of a deal. You didn't eat as much as you think you did. And so that's kind of the first thing that I tell myself is, if I overeat, whether it's a couple hundred calories, 500 calories, and let's be honest, sometimes it's actually up to a couple thousand calories in a single day, where it's just like, screw it, I'm just gonna do it. I'm gonna enjoy myself. I'm out with family, or we're at home and we got some snacks, or whatever it is. There are days where it's like I really go over, and like I said, that's actually happened a couple times in the last couple weeks. And the first thing I just try to realize is it's really not enough to undo, my progress that I've been experiencing. What matters is that you are consistently hitting your calorie targets. These off days, or one-off situations where you do eat a little bit more, they're not going to make or break your progress. What matters most is this second thing, which is that you just need to get back on track the next day. Or maybe it's earlier in the day, maybe it's just a lunch or whatever, and you overeat. Get right back on track with the next meal. So what if you go over a little bit? It's fine. Get right back on track. I like to get right back on track the next day. Maybe, let's just say I overeat by a few hundred calories or whatever. One day, the next day, I'm just gonna offset that by eating in a little bit of a deficit, and maybe eat it, around maintenance, or maybe a little under maintenance or whatever. You can offset surplus days, especially like extreme surplus days, with a few days of a deficit. That's totally fine. Again, this kind of connects to the first point I made, is that you didn't even eat as much as you think you did in the first place. So you can kind of offset those calories with a couple deficit days, or maybe even just a single, 300, 400, maybe 500 calorie deficit day. That's totally fine. But get right back on track that next day. Just get right back on track with your calories, with your nutrition. It's totally fine. 1-2 days of just, overeating is fine. It's not going to hinder your progress. I promise, as long as you get right back on track, because what matters most is what you do consistently. Now, if you start to consistently overeat again, you're going to gain weight. Like, that's inevitable, okay? So that's inevitable, but just get right back on track. That's the number 2 thing. Number 3 is I would take some time, just take a little bit of time to just, reflect on why you ate a little bit more. Do you know why? Was it because you were emotionally eating? Is it because you were hungrier that day? Is it because, screw it, I'm with family and friends, it's vacation, or we're having a barbecue or a cookout, we're going out for pizza, whatever, and you're just kind of like, screw it, I'm just gonna eat a little bit more today because I want to enjoy myself. That's fine too. I do that, every now and again. I don't know if anyone knows, of course this is stupid, but Dwayne Johnson, known as The Rock, he kind of has these days, he uses a different term, different word. I'm not going to say it on here, but he calls them, screw it days, or, screw it meals or whatever. It's not really a cheat meal. I guess for him it would be. I believe in treating yourself every day, but, some days I just say, screw it. I'm going to eat a couple more slices of pizza, or screw it. I'm going to have a little bit bigger bowl of ice cream because that first bowl, or, this amount doesn't look very satisfying. screw it, I'm gonna have a couple more cookies, whatever. You know, sometimes it's good to have those days or those meals where you just say, you know what, screw it. You know, I've been consistent, I'll be consistent again tomorrow. You know, and you just you know that you have that level of discipline, and you know that your habits are strong enough to where it's not gonna just throw you completely off course. Like, look, even if you binge eat a little bit, let's say you have a day or two where you just binge eat, it's fine. Like I said, start at step 1, you know, go to step 2, figure out, you know, or realize that you didn't eat that much. Okay, you did not eat that much. You would have to eat 3,500 calories to gain a single pound of fat. And even if you gain a single pound of fat, you can lose that in a freaking week. Like, you can lose that really, really quickly, okay? So it's not that big of a deal. A couple pounds of fat, you can lose that in a couple weeks. Like, it's not that big of a deal, you know? But, you know, let me get back to the third step, you know, discovering why. You know, maybe it's emotional. Maybe you just wanted to enjoy yourself a little bit. Maybe it was kind of a screw. You know, rather than thinking of it as a screw up moment, just say it's not a screw up, it was a screw it moment, right? And I know that sounds kind of silly, but it's kind of a mindset thing, which brings me to the fourth point, is that we need to change our mindsets about food. We need to change our mindsets about food. A lot of people have such unhealthy perspectives and thinking and beliefs about food. I believe that food was actually created by God. You know, I don't know if you believe in God, I don't know. I'm a Christian, you know, I follow Christ. But I believe food was made and given to us by God to be received with joy and with thanksgiving. I believe food was made for our enjoyment, for our nourishment, right? So not only is food something to be enjoyed, it's also something that's meant to fuel our bodies. Food is fuel, yes, but it's also meant to be enjoyed. And I like to say that includes snacks and treats too. You know, God bless the person that invented ice cream. God bless the person that invented chocolate and cookies. Like, come on, like, you can enjoy those things and get into good shape. I treat myself every single day and I have abs. I'm in shape. I'm getting stronger in the gym. I'm healthy. I just got a little bit of blood work done the other day. All of my levels are like right where they're supposed to be. Like, I'm good. And I treat myself every single day. Food is meant to be enjoyed. Food is meant to be fuel. It's okay for you to enjoy the foods that you love. It's okay for you to eat pizza sometimes. It's okay for you to have some chocolate every single night. It's okay. Like, you need to feel the freedom. You need to feel the freedom to enjoy the foods that you actually like. There's so many guys out there, so many fitness people out there. In this channel, I do not want this to be a channel where I just dog on other people, but there are a lot of other voices and opinions out there about, you know, how you just need to eat clean all the time, you know, only eat nutritious foods. But it doesn't take into account that food isn't just meant to be, you know, it's not only fuel, it's also something to be enjoyed with friends and with family. And I want you to hear from me, like, it's okay to enjoy it sometimes. We all, you know, it's okay. That's really kind of my main message around food. Yes, you should be eating primarily nutritious, wholesome, you know, nutrient dense, you know, rich foods, you know, but it's okay to enjoy it too. In my opinion, it's really important to find a balance between the foods that you like, that are tasty, that fill you up, that satisfy you, but also help you to hit your nutrition goals, that also help you to hit your calorie goals, your protein, your fats, your carbs, your otherwise known as your macronutrient goals. You know, it's important to you know, eat foods that you actually like if you're going to get in shape. Don't restrict yourself. You know, obviously, the reality is that a lot of these foods are deemed bad, but really what it comes down to is if you eat too much of something, like, that's where it becomes bad for you. That's where it becomes unhealthy. When you do it too much, when you overconsume and you don't, you know, and you don't practice discipline, you don't practice consistently eating nutritious foods while sprinkling in treats that you like and snacks that you like, it's totally fine as long as you fit it into your calories and it's helping you, you know, hit your calories and hit your macronutrients and help you to reach those nutrition goals or whatever. It's fine, it's okay. And so those are kind of my 4 takes, my 4 steps, my 4, whatever you want to call it. Those are my 4 ways that I think that at least help me when it comes to, when I quote unquote screw up my diet. The reality is I didn't screw up. A lot of the times, it's just, I say, you know what? Screw it. I'm gonna have the cookie. I'm gonna have the extra bowl of cereal. I'm gonna whatever, because I know that I've got the discipline. I've proven it to myself time and time again that I know how to be consistent. I know how to get back on track when I screw up or when I overeat. I change my mindset about food. It is fuel, yes. It's supposed to nourish our bodies, yes, but it's also supposed to be something that we enjoy. I don't think it has to be either or. I think it can be both. And so, those 3 or 4 things that I shared in here, I hope those are helpful for you. If you are looking for, a nutrition plan, you're looking for a workout routine to help you to, get stronger and to build muscle and to build lean muscle, I've got a free guide that I wrote just for you. It's my 30-day fitness jumpstart guide. In this guide, I give you a free nutrition plan to follow and a free workout routine to follow for the next, 4 weeks. It's like 3 hours a week in the gym, right? Building strength. I lay out a full out, nutrition plan. Some of the things I even talk about in this video are in there for you, where I kind of take all of basically what I said in this video, I put it into a plan for you to put together to have a diet that works for you, that is tasty, that is satisfying, that is filling, and that will help you to reach your goals, to get into amazing shape, into the best shape of your life. And so the workout routine in there as well is just really good for building strength. It's really good for building muscle. It's a simple, minimalistic strength routine that you can follow beyond 4 weeks. But really, I wrote this 30-day guide to help you to just get started on building a body that helps you to feel confident and feel good and feel better about yourself, and just help you to live life the way it was meant to be lived, the way that it was designed to be lived. And so you can get that by going to adamfarrellfitness.com/jumpstart and get that for free. Do check your junk folder just in case it gets sent to your junk folder. It'll come from Adam Farrell. Go to adamfarrellfitness.com/jumpstart to get that. So that's going to do it for today's video. I really hope you found that helpful. Would love for you to comment below. Would love for you to just let me know what you want to see on this channel. What are some questions you want to see me, answer? What would be helpful for you? I want to hear it in the comments below. That would be awesome. If this was also helpful, would love for you to like this video and subscribe to the channel. It's going to be really helpful for the algorithm and for me to be able to help more and more people as YouTube suggests my videos to, more and more people. That'd be great. So God bless you. Hope you have an awesome day.